Good morning, guys. It's Wednesday morning, and I'm here in Matthew chapter 18, and I'll be reading where Jesus was talking with his disciples and telling them he'd have to go through some horrible stuff. He was going to suffer and die and all these things. And Peter's like, "What? No, 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 no. That can't happen to you." In verse 23 says, Jesus turned to Peter and said, "Get away from me, Satan. You are a dangerous trap to me. You are seeing things merely from a human point of view, not from God's." He said to him, "You are seeing things merely from a human point of view, not from God's." This morning, I want to remind us of the point of view that we're supposed to be watching our situation from. Here it was two things, because the other thing is that we will go through trials and tribulations, and sometimes you kind of sense that something's wrong. This might be a bit difficult. It's not time to say, okay, no, I don't want to go through that, because only in passing through those difficult stages that we really sometimes really grasp just how awesome God is. Coming out of a time of trial and testing usually leaves you with a testimony and a firmness and a confidence in your faith. Here it was, Jesus needed to suffer and die so that you and I could be saved. Because of his shed blood on the cross and his raising from the dead, that's why we can now have this open communication with God the Father. And so Peter didn't understand that. He was like, "What? You suffer and die? People are going to kill you and all these things? No, heaven forbid." But there's sometimes when we have to go through, because when we go through and we learn lessons that only that situation could have taught us, and then we might be able to share it with somebody who's going through that and be able to say, "Hey, you're going to come out of that. That is going to serve God's purpose." People may intend it for all sorts of things. The Bible says that sometimes when the devil means for evil, God turns it around for good. So this morning, even though you might be going through something, understand that you're going to come out, and don't just look at it from human perspective. A lot of times we look at situations and we just assess the human perspective. Why is this happening to me? This is so hard. This is so difficult. Oh, I don't want to do this. From God's perspective, when things happen like that, there's a higher purpose. There's a greater lesson to be learned coming out of that difficulty. Looking at the situation, you're just seeing here and now, but God has a bird's eye view of what's happening and able to show you that you're going to come out of this stronger, you're going to come out better, you're going to come out with more confidence in your God and his awesome power. That's my encouragement to you this morning, to know, don't just look at it from man's perspective, but let's seek God's perspective on the situation, because it's a whole lot better when you look at it from above. All right? Have a wonderful day, and remember, God loves you and I do too. Be blessed.